In today's video, we're counting down 20 of the scariest ghost videos found on TikTok during 2021. Oh, this isn't an electronic piano? You mean to tell me that even toys aren't safe? But before all those, let's begin with one that stalked its human. Number 20. The Shadow. What do you think is scary in this video? The guy's eyeball or the face to the right? It may be the latter for many given the camera focuses on it in the end. For me, it's neither, even though the eye was a close answer. What I found creepiest is the shadow that follows the man up the stairs. You should see it when you focus on where the light shines. Do you see its odd movements? It's pretty chilling. Whatever it is, I hope this guy's alright. Number 19. Memories of the War. What a sad sight to behold. Sure, it'll make your hair stand on end at first, but something about it won't sit right emotionally over time. The ghost looked like a bunch of people fleeing for their lives. Whether they're soldiers or civilians of the time, it's just heartbreaking to see them replay the final moments of their lives when they're supposed to be at rest. Number 18. I'm watching you. You know that strange feeling people get? The one that makes you think that you're being watched when clearly nobody's around? I hate to break it to you, but it would seem that there may be someone or something observing you from a distance. It's just a matter of whether you're able to spot them. This guy, though, saw his. A face could be made out as soon as he zooms in on the corner of his daughter's room. Oh man, the shivers from seeing those empty sockets. Number 17. That's my spot. Okay, this guy has it coming. Why would you ever mess around in a cemetery? That's the final resting place of people who've passed. Whatever his reasons, he's likely never to play around in one again. Look at how the invisible entity grabbed his shirt like he's about to get his front teeth knocked in. It scared the dude so much that he scrambled to his feet and ran off. Number 16. Even the dog senses it. Honestly, I may have dismissed this clip as a fake encounter had it not been for how the dog was acting. Imagine it's the middle of the night and you want to rest. However, weird sounds are coming from downstairs. You and your partner don't know what's happening and why the dog's barking like something's coming. As soon as you investigate yourself, whatever specter had entered your home rushes up the stairs to you. That's what happened to this guy and what I hope will never happen to me. Number 15. Monster under the bed. I'm unashamed to say I took an absurd amount of time watching and rewatching this video to see if something was lurking below the little girl's bed. My verdict so far? Nothing. In this clip, a child seems to be retrieving something from under her bed. She hops off and crawls under to get in until something pulls her in. You can see that moment around the time she calls for her mom. Yup, seems like the monsters under the bed are real, guys. Better keep your feet inside the blanket at night. Number 14. Self-playing piano. In this clip, two men appear to investigate a run-down room when the piano inside starts playing by itself. The mystery would be solved if it were an electric piano. Pull the plug off the socket and the sound will stop. However, this upright model doesn't need electricity to work. Even when one of the men pressed on the keys to ensure nothing was stuck, the piano continued to play. Actually, it plays even harder and faster as they run away to safety. Oh heck, nah. Number 13. Always in the corners. I was sure this video would have a typical jump scare in the end or have the spooks happen from the beginning. Neither assumption was correct. However, what lies in the end is legitimately scary. As this guy explores what appears to be an abandoned construction site, he audibly turns more panicked by the second. When he turns around after hearing something, he catches it, a silhouette of a lady watching them from a corner. See what I meant earlier? Number 12. Sure, think I'm there. If you guys play spirit games, please keep enough wits to end the session appropriately. This group was playing with the Ouija board when something odd happened. The teddy bear in the background kept moving, positioning itself multiple times to imply it was watching them. Of course, this is likely due to the ghost they summoned. Unfortunately, the guys were too focused to notice it happening. However, they freak out and leave when they do, without even bidding the spirit goodbye. Number 11. Where's my room again? We all agree that hospitals are haunted places, right? It shouldn't be a surprise then when we spot things like this happening inside of one at night. I experience things similar to this, whether as a patient or as someone who gets to hang at the staff lounges. At some point, I think it's just part of the job now. Number 10. Not the dog! Yo, if someone hurts my pet, I'd be pretty furious. However, if that particular someone happened to be a ghost, I'd be terrified instead. I mean, who hurts pets? Now, who hurts pets even after death? It can't be better, can it? At first, nothing seems too out of the ordinary in this clip, just dogs barking at something we can't see when suddenly they fall quiet. Once one dog started moving, something removed its collar and appeared to push it to the side. Oh man, poor boy. Number 9. You're recording? What is it with dolls becoming a sort of supernatural beacon? In this TikTok, a mum recorded her kid playing with her stuffed toy when the toy's head turned to look directly at the camera. Some of you may think that it's no big deal, that the kid's right leg probably knocked its head to the side. But no, if you look closely, her right leg is folded in front of the toy's feet. Even if she did bump into it a little, we should see the body move, not the head. Number 8. Little legs. This one's a little hard to spot at first, and honestly I thought we would get spooked by something at the door or in the mirror. But no, look closely near the stairs. It looks like a pair of little girl's legs. Don't believe me? Here's that part in slow-mo. See it now? Yep, she even pivots and runs away. Man, this is giving me at dead of night vibes. Number 7. Let me join too. Children's birthdays are usually happy events. After all, the kiddos are likely to invite their friends over with promises of cake and party games. But what happens if they forget to invite someone who wants to join in the festivities? This family found out for us. After filming some introductions around the dinner table, the ghost throws a tantrum. Effectively, everyone gets scared and starts screaming. Oh man, what a birthday for the kid to remember. I feel bad for her. Number 6. Where's the candy? Remember what I said about every hospital being haunted? Here's even further proof of that. Watch what happens when this group of tired nurses chats. Did you notice it? If not, here's a close-up of the background. A child, or a child's ghost, roamed the hospital corridors. The other guys didn't seem to notice, but likely they felt something too, else why move away from their stations? Perhaps they're new though, because none of the professionals I know bat an eye anymore if a ghostly patient appeared in front of them. Number 5. Inside the train. I'll be honest with you guys, I hardly use trains. The only time I used them extensively was when I was in Japan. If this experience happened to me though, I probably would have hailed a taxi instead, knowing how late I used to stay out. In this clip, a guy was walking at a train yard in the dead of night. As he was following the 2 men in front of him, his camera picked up something to the right. The face of a lady staring at him from within the train. Yep, hailing a taxi. Number 4. I'm coming with. As she was going to the bathroom to relieve herself, a shadow followed her. If you don't see it at first, pay attention to the wall on the right. You'll see the silhouette there. After sensing her follower, she decides to go back to her room instead. Same girl, same. Time for today's best pick. How intense are recorded activities during ghost hunts? Find out this guy's experience next. Number 3. Uh-oh. I don't know why anyone would want to actively ghost hunt. I think horror is fun and all, but nobody will see me rushing to the next abandoned place to get my adrenaline fix. This guy though is next level. In a TikTok summarizing one of his explorations, he experiences confronting what appears to be an angry or at the very least active ghost. If the glass falling from the Ouija board isn't enough to scare you, watch as the chair opposite him moves from side to side. Yikes. And to think, kids try this out after school. Number 2. Keep the lights on. As soon as I saw this video, I stood up and turned the lights on in my room. It didn't matter it was the afternoon, I just didn't want to see any dark corners inside. Why? Watch what happens when this guy turns off his lights. Go on. See? Now see what happens when his lights are on. Yep, after witnessing that, it seems better overall to keep mine on, huh? Number 1. Glowing eyes. I won't lie to you guys, it took me a while to realize what was weird in this video. It happens near the end, around the dark bottom right section of the screen. Here are a couple of close-ups. See that? A ghost with a pair of glowing eyes pops out and peeks at the guy taking the video. No wonder he screamed. If it were me, my butt would have crashed hard on the floor and I'd be forced to skid my way back to safety, slamming the door for good measure.